Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome to another episode of Syber Skool. Today I'm joined by Mark from HyperX.
How you doing?
And today, guys, we're going to be talking about keyboards. Mark, everyone at HyperX was so kind to bring your guys' gear out here. I'm like, I was like one keyboard, but you guys went all out on this.
Well, in the last year or so, our engineers, they decided they wanted to get into the keyboard business, so they've come out with 3 really good products. I mean, if you look at it, HyperX has been around for about 15 years now. Big in the memory business. About 3 years ago, got into the headset business. And now we're beginning to support the gaming community with keyboards. And
I love it. So let's start over here with the Alloy FPS that you have.
Sure. Yeah, so this was the very first keyboard that we came out with about earlier this year in some countries, but end of last year basically. And what we wanted to do is we wanted to come up with a keyboard that would be something that pretty much the target market was FPS. So anybody that was an FPS type of a gamer, they typically want something where they have a lot of space for the mouse so they can move it around and get good accuracy. And to do that, you typically go with what they call a frameless style keyboard. Mm-hmm. So the Alloy FPS, very narrow frame around the top of it. Alloy, meaning alloy metal, so there's an alloy metal top on it, so it gives you good for rigidity. So it's very solid when you're playing with it, and so when you're hitting it really hard, it lasts. Basically, it lasts.
Yeah.
And it comes with 5 different color profiles, and I'll try to do this backwards, but F key, very simple basically. You hit the arrows, and it changes the settings, and the second one is basically a fade. Another is an explosion style lighting effect.
I love that.
And there's a wave faction, and the last one is a custom. So you basically can customize it to whatever you want it to do.
Nice.
So it's a good design. It does everything what people are looking for. No software is required, so you don't have to deal with doing updates and upgrades and things like that. You basically, you plug it in and you work with it and it runs.
Nice.
It runs great. And so what we did when we did the design, we decided to go with Cherry switches. Cherry is the German vendor of the switches, been around forever, and they come out with a number of colors.
Yeah.
But the majority of the market wants red, which is linear, a very smooth sound when you're using it. Or they want blues, which is very, very loud, a lot of clicky sound to it. But if you're playing in games and you want to be able to know the reaction of what's going on, you want a blue. Or there's someplace in the middle and it's a brown switch.
Yeah.
And in the case of this, we sell all 3 different colors for the Alloy FPS. And like I said, it's been around almost a year now, and it's very good, very high quality construction, and it includes a USB port on the back for powering your cell phone. So if you want to do any kind of charging type of applications, no data, just charging for this particular keyboard.
Okay.
And it's great. It's about $99 and on sale for less.
See, I like that it has the charger because I'm a person who usually likes to charge his phone. And I usually never use the additional slots because I want them plugged into the PC.
Sure.
So having that one just to charge something is way cooler to me because then it's like, should be a lot faster because usually with data it's like a little bit less voltage and it's like, you can always run the case of mixing up or having issues with it. So exactly. I think that's awesome that it sets up.
Sure.
So now we have the smaller one over here.
So this is the little brother to the Alloy FPS. We call it the Alloy FPS Pro. Why is it a Pro? Because professionals typically use 10 keyless keyboards. So this is the 10 keyless or TKL style keyboard. So if you were to look at it, the basic design of this keyboard is very similar to the Alloy FPS. Still uses an alloy plate here to keep it rigid and so it's solid when you're playing with it. The main difference is it doesn't have the key set on the side, so you don't have to worry about that, the numeric keyboard basically. And the same design styles, in this case it's a red linear that we're using for this, but it's for people that are playing professionally or people that want to play like a pro, where they have a large mat and a mouse pad sitting next to it, so you have a lot more room to move for shooting basically.
Yeah.
And so it's also a great design and people are loving it. It's relatively new, only been out for a short while now, but from what we're seeing, people really like it.
See, I think that's something I may actually end up having to use because with mine, I have the 10 key, but it's like it's a Razer one that has like the 5 macros,
sure,
which I think are cool, but I don't really use macros as much as people.
If you do a lot of macros, that's great. Who knows, maybe we'll come out with macros someday. Most people, the question is, how often do you use macros?
I really don't. Like, a lot of people talk about the macros. I mean, even with like some of the shooters today, like when was it H1Z1 or PUBG, is like they want the quick fast action for a rifle, and since they don't have it, they'll have the like macro that like automatically will just act like it's clicking. It does the reverb click, so it's like it doesn't just show one. It will keep showing that it keeps hitting it again.
Sure, sure.
So I think that's kind of interesting, but I to be honest, really I don't.
But
I don't think a lot of people do.
If you're going to play like that all the time, then it's great.
Yeah.
If you want to be switching back and forth, But if you're not, then it's really not something that's a necessity. But we look at it this way. Everybody needs a different type of keyboard. So depending on what you're doing, you're going to buy a keyboard that has the features that you need for it. Most people want something like this. Then the more professional side of the business that wants a 10 keyless version of it. And these do not come with the wrist guards or wrist pads. So basically, we came out with a new version. This third one over here is called the Elite. And the Alloy Elite, basically, it's our second design that we started from scratch with. Basically, our engineers in Taiwan designed this board for us. One of the key features, and if we had a PC here, or we could show maybe in some B-roll later or something, there's a light bar here which allows you to do some fancy lighting type of things, and you can do customization later on with the software.
Nice.
But basically, this is our second full-size keyboard, which includes some control keys at the top here, and also for media control, you have all the media functions, including the scroll wheel type volume. So it does everything a person wants, including the 10 keys. So this is what we consider our high-end product for now.
Nice.
And we'll be coming out with some new ones in the future. This is single color red LEDs. We had shown RGB versions of this board back at CES earlier this year. And at some point, I don't want to over-announce it today, but at some point we're going to be announcing that product as well. So we'll have a full lineup of products, including RGB, in a short period of time.
Nice.
Yeah, so we consider ourselves a sponsor of the gaming community. The gaming community is basically telling us what they want, and we are designing the products that they're asking for.
And I can see that, especially with the keys that you guys have aligned here too. I mean, like, you weren't just thinking about like the most like this is the best keyboard that we could be building, but you guys were also thinking about like, hey, personality. And I like that part of it because I think the different types of like colors you have, because you guys can see here,
titanium colored.
The titanium
Not
color.
titanium, titanium colored.
Titanium colored.
Yes.
You're right. Sorry if
I don't want anybody to misunderstood me and say that they're not metal, but they are titanium colored. And then, of course, HyperX red. And if I can't, real quickly, I'm just gonna walk over here. And if you look at it, I mean, everybody likes texture, so we basically added some texturing to it, so that when you're actually using the keyboard and you're playing, you can actually feel the keys if you're the type of person that needs that. But it's also a cool idea, a cool feature as well.
Yeah.
Sorry for going off camera on you on that.
No. It's okay. It's okay. I'm pretty sure they'll excuse you for that.
Okay.
So now, with all these great keyboards, and then just because we're at that point where we should wrap this up.
Okay.
Let me ask you this: last parting advice for people who are going out there buying keyboards. What's your advice to them?
Okay. There's a lot of ways of answering that question. The best way of answering it is using a golf analogy. You have a bag, you have a bunch of clubs for different uses. Every keyboard has a different purpose and a different character that a person needs, or behavior. Again, if you're the type of the guy that needs something small but needs the 10 key, you go with this keyboard. If you need something with a 10 keyless, you go something smaller. If you need media keys and other things, you can go with that route. So I wouldn't point to a particular one. Myself, I've become very familiar with Alloy FPS. I didn't think I would like blues. Actually, it's my favorite switch now because I like that sound and I like that tactile feel when it bounces back.
Yeah.
So it's great for that. But if you're the type of person who wants it quiet and your girlfriend or wife is in bed and you're trying to be playing on the side at 2 o'clock in the morning, you'd probably go with red switches. So it all depends on what you were doing and what you need it for.
Yeah, I can definitely tell you I don't want to piss off my girlfriend, so I'd probably end up going with the Pro.
Girlfriend.
Never. You know what? You're right. I should just break up with her. I'm going to break up with her and focus on games.
Keyboard.
Oh, you went totally different. I was saying break up with her.
No,
but you were like,
keyboard. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. You know what?
Anyway, hey.
All right, guys, and thank you so much, Mark, for being here. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Guys, it's that time, and thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys liked it, please make sure you like, share, and comment. And if you have any questions about the keyboard, guys, please drop them in the comments, and we'll try to get them to Mark and the people over there at HyperX. And guys, if you want to check out all their fine products, we'll be having a link down below in the description. And guys, as we always like to say here,
aloha.
Thanks for stopping by. Well, it's the same thing. It's the same thing, right?
I don't know, but yeah.
I thought aloha is goodbye and hello.
It's both, yeah.
Yeah, so there we go.
Yeah.
Well, we'll say it. Aloha.
Bye.
Wrong. Anyway, let's just go.